Craig, how's everything coming along, getting ready for Thursday's game?
Oh yeah, it's been a short week, obviously, with the 6-day turnaround. So yeah, we tried to give the boys a day off there at some stage. So we've done our review fairly early up in Sydney before we come back. So they had Sunday off, and yeah, they've trained pretty good. Like I say, it's been a light week, but been good.
Old-fashioned blockbuster Thursday night. Two good teams. You guys obviously on a high after betting the Rabbitohs, and Chooks have been in pretty good form.
Yeah, I think they've won their last three, so they're obviously playing well. Which you expect. They're obviously one of the real good teams in the comp. So yeah, our performance last week was a whole lot better. So hopefully we can build on that and get even improve in a couple of areas. But certainly our effort defensively was good. So, but again, we're defending a different team tomorrow night, and we'll need to back that effort up again.
Do you feel a bit like old-fashioned Storm on the way? Do you like a game to look playing that really tough defence?
Yeah, I suppose it did, but like I say, it's only we haven't sort of had too many of those sort of defensive efforts or defensive games for a little while. So yeah, it was good to see it back again, and hopefully we can hang on to it now.
Looking forward to coming up against Brandon for the first time, and you know his game inside out, so you'll be able to stop him hopefully.
Yeah, it's funny thing. He's playing a different role up there. Like he's playing dummy half full time, where here he was like a part-time dummy half, part-time playing the ruck, and could do either job really well. So yeah, like I say, it's it'd be strange playing against him, I suppose, but we know what a quality player he is, and we'll need to keep our eye on him.
Is he fairly unflappable, like with your experience in coaching him? Like you don't expect him to take the bait, I suppose?
What bait?
Or if
Go
there was
fishing?
any. But yeah, is he fairly...
Yeah, I don't think, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but yeah, I don't think he's going to get lured into not thinking about his game, not doing his game. He obviously knows what his role is, and he's very good at playing his role and playing to his strengths, and he's obviously a good player.
I guess, do you think that the Roosters lose much having Teddy out and Manu at the back, and he's a pretty handy replacement?
Yeah, well, obviously missing Tedesco is a big loss for him. He's one of the best players in the competition. He's obviously their captain, but when you bring a guy like in like Manu, and you've got Suwali there as well, it's a couple of fair replacements. So they've obviously named Manu there, so you think he's going to start there, but Suwali, I think a lot of people think fullback's his best spot as well. So anyway, we'll see what happens, but losing their captain's not ideal, but they've got a couple of good replacements there.
Craig, I heard Paps had a bit of a run the other day. How's he looking, and do you have any idea? Is he a timeline or anything still, or is it just a week by week?
Well, he's over there actually, so he's still running. So it's good to see him out here, and I'm not quite sure exactly what the timeline is. Sort of, I'm not game to ask these days. It changes every time I ask. It changes. So the physio probably told me when a week before he's ready to play, I'd imagine.
What do you mean? Back this week, so first choice halves pairing, which is a bit of a luxury as far as this season goes.
Yeah, we haven't had that too often. Obviously, with Munster, missed a couple of games there with his finger, and then usually getting suspended. So hopefully they can come back together and do a good job for us. We just sort of missed that combination a little bit. Obviously Jonah stepped in and done a great job. In the 3 games he played. And we won 2 of them. So he done a real good job. But just getting back that, I suppose, that intimate combination. It's that's real handy to have, and hopefully they can combine good tomorrow night.
Is Jonah capable of being that explosive off the bench guy for you, or play some sort of role beyond a half, or is that still to be figured out?
Yeah, I think he's basically a half. There's probably a couple of other positions he can play, but we really haven't experimented with that, to be quite honest. So, so at the moment, he's looked upon as a half.
Jared Hargraves was a bit of a handful, if I remember rightly, last time they were down here. Do you know, he's 34 or something, but he seems to be playing.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Butler. Very nice colour too, I must say. Thank you. NRL Easter eggs. Spending a bit of money. What's going on? Sorry, what was the question again?
Jared Hargraves. He's only had a couple of games this season, but he's still obviously a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah. Again, he made a big difference to him last time he was here, so he'd be looking to do the same again. I thought, again, I haven't watched all their games. I've watched most of their games this year, but he played really well last week. He led them really well, and so he just seems to be a bit ageist, Jared, but he's always been a good player, and it's one of those blokes you like to have in your team, I suppose. So.
Is your forward pack, I suppose, delivering what you want? It would have taken a little while, for them to find their groove, I suppose. Josh King and those boys are obviously.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Those guys, probably especially Josh. He's playing real long minutes and he's doing a really good, solid job for us. And it's not easy when you lose the two Bromwichers and Foose, and we haven't got Nelson at the moment. So it took a bit of a hole out of it, or put a bit of a hole in it. So I think the guys that have come in are doing a really good job, but again, just lacking a little bit of combination at times, and which that's hard to replicate, in training for the game, So, but as I said, last week they really put big effort in, and hopefully they can keep improving in that area.
Does someone get a job to sort of handle Jared, or is it just a team effort? Obviously they got some pretty.
Oh no! At the end of the day, it's we know he's going to be running at Harry a lot, so hopefully Harry will get a bit of help from the bigger guys around him.
How does Harry feel about playing against Brandon? Obviously they're such great mates, and has he mentioned anything this week? Is he excited about it?
Well, not that I know. You have to ask Harry that. So.
Craig, with Tarek, have you had a thought of whether he might start at some point, or is he giving you that drive off the bench? You're sort of happy with that sort of bouncing role he's got for you?
Well, we didn't play him last week. We just wanted him to go up and play Queensland Cup and get some minutes. With all due respect, he had a horrible pre-season. He hardly trained, or ran. He was, I remember the starting after 2 weeks, he had a calf injury. He had another calf injury, and then he had something else. So he hasn't done any work at all. We're probably a little bit lucky with him. With his age and that, he's obviously got a lot of games in his league. So we just wanted to get some time into him last week, and the week before he only played 18-20 minutes, I think. We probably weren't game to play him too much longer than that because of his pre-season. So to go out there, I think he played 70 minutes at the weekend up in Queensland. So hopefully that'll improve his match fitness, and he's getting closer to 100% there.